Okay. uh, I think all of you can see my screen. Here, this is a simple example of how to plot a graph in MATLAB. Okay, first of all, this is the editor window. You can see here editor window, and many of my many of my programs have been opened here. Okay, this is simply a file. Okay, you can save this particular file in your drive and you can execute this file. Okay, there is a run button here in the editor tab. Here you can see the editor tab here. In the editor tab, you can see a run button. So just you click the run button, this program will be executed. Okay, so this is the editor window. You can see editor window. Okay, in the editor window, you can type just before starting to write a program, you just type CLC. CLC for what? What is the purpose of CLC? Clear the screen.
Screen.
Okay, clear the screen. Next, clear all. Clear all. What's the purpose of clear all? It is used for,
Clear working
yes,
code of
Clear
clearing
our
all
workspace.
the
screen.
variables, yes, variables in the workspace. Okay, next is close all. So close all is used for to close the already opened windows. Okay, so before starting a program, you should write these three commands. First one is CLC, second one is clear all, third one is close all. I think this is clear. Okay, next we are going to plot a graph. So in order to plot a graph, what are the main criteria? You need an x-axis and also you need a y-axis, isn't it? Isn't it? You need an x-axis and you need a y-axis. So, so I will define my x first. You can define, I want to just plot a linear graph. That means, what do you mean by linear graph? Y equal to x. Okay, y equal to x is my linear graph. Okay, so I want to plot y equal to x function. That's all. Okay, y on the y-axis and x on the x-axis, horizontal axis. So first of all, I define x. What is my x? Okay, I define my x as, inside the square bracket, you write 0 colon 10. What is the meaning of 0 colon 10? Can anybody tell me? What is the meaning of
0
0?
തൊട്ട് 10 വരെ +1 increment ആയി
Yes,
പോയിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കും.
yes, yes. 0 is the initial value, 10 is the final value, and 1 is the increment. 0 colon 10 means 0 is the initial value, 1 will be the default increment will be 1, and 10 is the final value. So I am defining my x as 0 colon 10. Okay, so I have defined my x. Now what is my y? So next my purpose is to define my y. What is my y? Y is equal to x. Okay, y equal to x. That is my y. Okay, so initially I have defined x. Next I have defined y. So that's all. Next I should use the function plot. So this is an inbuilt function in MATLAB which is used for plotting. Okay, so plot x comma y. So this is plot x comma y. So x, first you write x-axis variable. Second you write y-axis variable. Okay, plot is an inbuilt function. Inside this particular bracket, you write first argument is the x-axis variable and the second argument will be the y-axis variable. So plot of x comma y. Okay, next. So please remove this hold on now. Okay, now you can remove this, all this. Okay, just I will show only one graph. So plot of x comma y. Okay, shall I run this? Okay, you can see here a green button run, named run. It's in the editor tab. This is in the editor tab. You can see a run. Okay, first of all, this is already saved. Okay, so when you run for the first time, you will be asked to save the file. When you are running the particular M file for the first time, you will be asked to save the file. Okay, this is an M file. You are in C programming, you have saved it as .c, isn't it? This is an M file, .m. This is a MATLAB file, so you are saving it as .m. Okay, so every file extension will be .m, not .c. .c is in the case of C programming. Okay, so when you run, it will be automatically saved here because now my program is already saved, so it will be automatically saved. So run. Next you have to add to the path because your final path will be some other path, or you have already saved it into another drive. So just give add to path. Okay, so if you give add to path, Okay. So this is the figure window you can see here. All of you, can you see the figure window? Can you see the
Yes,
figure
miss.
window here?
Miss. Yes, miss.
Okay. Okay. So here you can see an XY graph. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. Okay. And this function is y equal to x. All of you can see the figure here. This is the y equal to x. This is called a MATLAB figure window. Okay. This window is the MATLAB figure window. Okay. I think this is clear in order to plot an XY function. Is it clear? Okay. Now you can close this particular window. Now, if I want to plot two graphs on the same figure window, suppose I want to plot two graphs on the same figure window. And I write plot of x comma y. This is my first graph. Hold on. To type hold on. Next, my next graph I am defining as y equal to minus x. This is my next graph. Initially, I have declared y equal to x. Okay, I have defined y, plot of x comma y. Next, I am defining my y as minus x. Okay, y equal to minus x. Next, plot of x comma y. The same x-axis, but y is changed. Same x-axis, y is changed. Y equal to minus x. Okay, now hold off. Write the command hold off. Okay. This is to plot two graphs on the same figure window. I think this is clear. Okay, now if you run this, okay. So all of you, can you see this?
Yes,
Can you
miss.
see this? Okay. So this blue color line, which is what is the blue color line? Y equal to x. And the red color line shows y equal to minus x. You can see the reflection of this. The blue color line has got the reflection as red color because y equal to x has is the y equal to minus x is the reflection of y equal to x. You can see this is y equal to x and this is y equal to minus x. So both graphs on the same figure window it is plotted. Okay, on the same xy axis. On the same xy axis, both the figures are plotted. Okay, here you can see the value of x. You can see 0 to 10. It is coming from 0. It is ranging from 0 to 10 with an increment of 1. 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Because you have defined it like that. So you have defined it like that 0 to 10 with an increment of 1. Okay, I think this is clear and you can close this figure window. Okay, now you have learned how to plot a simple function. Okay, now if you want to plot, this is discrete. Okay, this is a continuous plot. If you are plotting using PLOT plot, you will get what? It's a continuous plot. Okay, suppose if you want to get a discrete plot, okay, you should use the keyword stem. The same program, nothing is different. I'm defining my x, I'm defining my y, I'm defining stem of x comma y. Okay, this is stem. Stem is used to get a discrete plot. Stem of x comma y. Next, hold on. Y equal to minus x. Stem of x comma y. Then hold off. Okay, now you run this program. Okay, can you see the figure window? Can you see the figure
Yes,
window?
miss. Yes,
Yes. Yes,
yes,
you
miss.
can
Yes,
see
yes.
y
Yes,
equal to x as discrete. As discrete points, you can see. This is not a continuous plot, but you can trace the plot like this. See here, this is y equal to x. And see here, this is y equal to minus x. Can you differentiate the two plot? This is y equal to x and this is y equal to minus x. These are discrete plots in a discrete representation. This will be very useful to you when you go for DSP lab in your semester 5 lab. Okay, semester 5 will be dealing with DSP lab, digital signal processing lab. So in that, this stem plot will be very useful to you. I think this is clear. Can I proceed? Can I proceed?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Next, we will deal with subplot. Okay. So another function I am introducing which is called subplot. Subplot means if you want to divide your figure window, if you want to divide your figure window into different sections. Okay, you will be having one figure window and you have to divide the figure window as different sections. You should use subplot. Okay, you should use subplot. Okay, so initially I have defined my x, I have defined my y, then I am using subplot. Okay, this subplot should come before the plot. Please understand that this subplot should come before the plot function. Anyway, you are going to plot the function. So if you are using subplot, it should come before the plot. So that is very mandatory. So a subplot of 2 comma 1 comma 1, you can see here. That means this is number of rows. 2 means number of rows. 1 means number of columns. Okay. And this particular, the third one means it is the first point or the first graph. Okay. So 2 comma 1 comma 1 means this two, the graph will be divided into 2 rows. Okay, the graph in a graph, we are going to divide the graph. Okay, so the graph will be divided into 2 rows, 1 column, and you are going to plot this y equal to x graph as the first plot. That is the meaning of these three. So 2 rows, the graph will be divided into 2 row, 1 column, and you will be dealing with this y equal to x plot on the first subdivision. Okay, that is the meaning of subplot. Okay, and after subplot, you plot it. Plot x comma y. So this will be the first x-axis. The second argument will be the y-axis. Next, if you want to give a name or title to your graph, so all the graph should be properly titled. Okay, if you want to give a heading to your graph, you can assign title, and inside this bracket, similarly like your disp function. Last day I have already familiarized with you the disp function. Similarly, inside this bracket, you can type in a single quotes your title. Y equal to, just I am writing my title as y equal to x graph. Okay, next you can go for X label. What do you mean by X label? X label means if you want to label your X axis. If you want to label correctly your X axis, you can go for X label, and inside single quotes you can write X axis. Okay, and Y label. If you want to label something to your Y axis, you go for Y label keyword, and inside single quotes you can write Y axis. So these three are very much useful, or very much it should be there in your all your figure windows. Once again I am repeating, title, X label and Y label should be there. That means you should provide a decent heading to your graph. You should name your x-axis, you should name your y-axis. These three things are very much mandatory if you are going for a plot. Okay, if you are going for a plot function or a stem function. Next, I am writing my, and one more thing I want to make you understand, after this plot function only, you should write title, X label and Y label, not the vice versa. Okay, so this title, X label and Y label should come only after plot function. Please remember that. Okay, and subplot function should come before the plot function. Okay, title, X label and Y label should come after the plot function. Okay, is this clear? Till now, is this clear?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, miss.
okay, okay, clear. Okay, now y equal to, okay, y equal to minus x. Y equal to minus x is my next graph. Again, I am using my subplot because I am dividing as 2 row. The entire graph will be divided, entire figure window will be divided into 2 row, 1 column, and in that I am plotting my y equal to minus x graph as my second subdivision. Okay, or second division in the plot. Okay, so this is my 2-row, 1-column graph. Okay, in that graph, I am plotting as the second part. Okay, so that is the meaning of subplot. Next, after subplot, I am using my plot, then title, after that title, then X label and Y label. This is the complete thing when you go for a plot or a stem function. You should have this much code at least when you go for a, because title, X label and Y label is very much mandatory. Okay, when we give assignments and all, you should remember all these things. We should not forget to put title, X label and Y label. Okay, so shall I run this?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so you can see here the figure window has opened. See here the entire figure is divided into two graphs. Okay, how many rows can you see? How many rows? How many rows? This is the entire figure
Two.
window. The entire figure window,
Two,
you can see how many rows? Yes, this is the
two
first
rows.
row. Yes, two rows. This is the first row. This is the second row. And how many columns are there?
One.
Yes, one column. So I am dividing my window as 2-row and 1 column. 2-row, 1 column, and I am plotting. This is 2 comma 1 comma 1. This is the first plot and this is the second plot. Okay, this is the first plot and this is the second plot. I think this is clear. Okay, so this is 2 comma 1 comma 1 and this is this the y equal to minus x graph is 2 comma 1 comma 2. And one more difference you can see here, your title is appeared here. Y equal to x graph is your title. And you have named this x-axis as x-axis, x label. Okay, and you have named your y-axis as y-axis. This is your y label. Okay, here in the same, similarly in the y equal to minus x graph, it is having a title, y equal to minus x graph. You have labeled x label and y label. Okay, I think this is clear. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so I shall close this. Okay, now let us look at another. Suppose I'm subplotting it as, I will tell you another example. 2 comma 2 comma 1. What is the meaning of subplot 2 comma 2 comma 1? I'm dividing my entire window as 2 row, 2 column, and inside that y equal to x graph as the first plot. Okay, 2 row, 2 column graph. Here also you change it as 2 row, 2 column graph. Here also 2 row, 2 column graph and inside that the second plot. Okay, so I will see, we will see what happens here. So can you see the figure window? Here you can see how many rows? How many rows? How many rows here you can see?
One. One.
No, this is actually 2 row. Why? Because there is a vacant space here. Here you can see. You can
Oh.
look at here. This is the first row. This is a vacant space. Actually, they have created another row here. Okay, this is the second row. This is vacant. How many columns? How many columns?
Two.
Two columns.
Yes, 2 column. This
Two.
is two, yes, 2 row. Actually, there is a row here, but since we are not plotting any graph, since we are not plotting any graph, they are showing it as vacant. Okay, so this is actually 2 row, 2 column format. Inside that, my y equal to x is the first subdivision. Okay, first division, and this is y equal to minus x is my second division. Okay, and where the third will come? The third will come here. Okay, we will see. We will see here. I'm defining my y equal to 3 into x. So I'm defining my y as 3 into x. Okay. Next subplot, then I am using plot, and inside the subplot I am using the third graph. So 2 column, 2 row, 2 column, and inside that I am going for the third one. 2 row, 2 column, inside that I am going for the third one. Okay, then plot of x comma y, this is y equal to 3x. Graph, shall I run this? Can you see the window? Can you see the window here?
Yes,
Yes.
miss.
How many rows? How many rows? 2 row.
Two rows.
How many column? Yes, 2
2
column. Here
column.
Two column.
one more space is there. Yes. Here one more graph you can insert here. Actually 2 row 2 column means 4 graphs you can insert in the same window. So that is the use of what? That is the use of subplot. I think this is clear. Now let me familiarize with you some other grid-on function. One second. Okay. So next, the same graph, x-axis, I'm defining my y-axis. I'm defining subplot 2 comma 1 comma 1, plot of x comma y, and after the plot you type grid on. You insert grid on. Okay, then next I'm providing my title, x label and y label. Then y equal to minus x, subplot 2 comma 1 comma 2. Then after my plot, again grid on, title, x label, y label. So that's all. So I'm introducing another function which is called grid on. We will see what happens. Can you see the graph here? What is the difference? Can you
Yes,
Yes,
feel?
miss.
Yes, what's the
Yes,
difference?
miss.
Can you feel? Do you feel any difference?
ഗ്രാഫില് വര വന്നു തുടങ്ങി
Yes,
വര.
yes. You can see here the different bars are coming, isn't it? The different bars have come. Why? Because I put my function grid on. Okay, so by using this different bars, you can easily trace the value. That is the purpose of these bars. So if I am noticing my x-axis, if I am going for any x-axis value, I can easily interpret my y values. Okay, that is the use of this bars on the graph. I can easily trace my values. Okay, that is the usage of this bars. Okay, there is no need, that is it's not mandatory to put a grid on. This time showing all these are all these are there in MATLAB. You should understand that. Okay, so that is all about the plotting function. Okay, next, have you seen the video related to the if statement and for while statements, for while loop? Have you seen the video? Have you seen the video?